Hey y'all, welcome to Brown Sugar Heights. You know me, and I'm here with my beautiful roommate and good friend, Miss Garland Guidry.
Hello, everyone.
So how you doing, Garland?
I'm actually doing fantastic.
Good.
Thank you.
You look great as always.
Thank you.
I just have a few quick questions for you.
Sure.
I want to know what pride means to you.
That's a very good question. I love that you asked me that question, first of all, because I never really paid attention to what pride was. Because for me, being a trans woman, obviously I went through the gay stage, right? So, well, not obviously, because not everybody goes through that.
Oh, okay.
But I did.
Okay.
So, as a gay person, I was always very feminine, and so for me, I never really was a person who needed to hang a flag or, you know, put bumper stickers on my car. And my first boyfriend, he was like that when he came out. He said he had the flags out and all of this stuff, but he also was not very obviously gay.
Okay, right.
So for me, I think I felt like, you know,
I'm
the flag.
Yeah.
I'm the flag.
Yeah.
So I never felt
that's
like,
a good one.
right?
The flag. Okay.
Actually, I have to get that
That's
credit.
interesting.
I have to get that credit to James.
Oh, that's good. Though.
I was saying something to him about it, and he said, "Oh, so you're just basically you wear the flag, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "I didn't think about it that way, but yeah." So I never really thought about what pride was because I always was fortunate to be able to just be myself, and I was comfortable with that, and whatever anybody thought, I didn't care. So you know, I didn't need to wave a flag or anything, and never needed to or felt like I needed to understand why people celebrated Pride. And I did experience my first Pride in New Orleans. I'm from Louisiana. With my first boyfriend, and I thought it was fun, but I still it didn't feel like something that I really felt like I needed to be a part of. But even still with that now, that was in my 20s, now I'm 44, I have a lot of friends in the LGBT community, and Charles Massey, is it Massey or Massey?
I think it's Massey.
Charles Massey,
Massey, yeah.
he was doing constant posts on for Pride Month, and I also, where I actually got some more education anyway, was from Leif.
Leif Ashley.
Leif Ashley on Instagram. So I follow him, and
follow Leif, y'all.
Leif follow
Ashley.
Leif.
Yes.
Ashley.
He's amazing.
And so he did a video about the history of Pride. And that is where I really saw, like, wow, I'm glad that I watched this video, because I didn't really know where it's generated from, you know. So then I got to learn that, you know, well, I knew some of this stuff, but I didn't put it all together. But seeing it in a storyline was like, right? So in the 50s, you know, that you couldn't even, you know, the gay community did have their places to meet, but the police would go and set people up and arrest them, and then we had Marsha P. Johnson, right? It's Marsha P. Johnson. She was a trans woman, and she started the advocating for the community and for, you know, to liberate us. And first of all, I love that she's a black woman, right? Because I was thinking about it, and I thought, you know, it's amazing that it took a black trans woman to like lead off the activism, you know, to liberate the gay community. Because I thought about Rosa Parks, you know, Martin Luther King. It only takes one. But I really feel like I'm kind of going off on a tangent here, but it kind of excites me, the fact that, because people in the black community, we've already been oppressed and everything, right? So it's like, now you want to try to oppress me for being trans or for being gay or for being lesbian. We're not having it anymore. So I feel like that's what she said. We're not having it. And her, along with another, I think it was another trans woman that had led this, you know, riot or what do they call
like a standoff, let's say.
Yeah.
Protest. They were done. They
started protesting, you know, and then it all led to, these gay right marches and, gay liberation. Think that's what they were calling it at the time. Then it moved on into Pride, being called Pride. And so it's really makes me proud, that to be a part of the community, even though I still don't feel like I'm not a part of going to the Pride celebrations and all of that. But I got a chance this year for the first year, thankfully, that my friends were posting on Pride. And I got to read some great stories, and I've got to learn more about Pride. And so Pride to me is a celebration, not just of where we are now, but where we've come from. And I love it.
That's wonderful. I always have a little thought that I want to shout out to all of my gay brothers and sisters out there. We have not always been welcoming to the trans community. Okay, even if it might be with little sly remarks or something like that. Now, I know for myself, I never had a problem with being gay, so I never even question when somebody tells me that they're this or that. That's what you are, because you're telling me that. Right. I'm not going to sit there and question it because I've been questioned. Right. So I would think that gay people would have more of a open heart or empathy, and some of us really don't. Yeah. So that was a shock to me because being a black gay man, of course, I have felt racism in my own community, especially being in a crowd of only, I'm not going to jump on white people, but only white gay guys. I always felt like I was pushed to the outside of that circle, and I'm like, I am not an outside circle person.
And you still sometimes feel
and I still feel that way
at
my age. So but in overall, we do stand together most of the time, and you have all rights to be proud because you're a strong woman. And the moment we met, we hit it off, and we knew that we were gonna be something, and we ended up being like brother and sister. And I love it. I love it. So. Yeah. But okay, now with that said, I gotta say, there's a word. Pride and peace and all that. But my mother used to always say, hate is a strong word. But there's some things that I really do hate. And I'm going to tell you all right now. I hate linty toilet paper.
Now, explain to me what linty toilet paper is.
Okay, first is that cheap one-ply stuff that you got to use a lot of. Okay, I know this might be TMI.
Like Scott.
Yeah. But I'd rather use that a lot than use the linty ones. And let me explain. I have OCD. Okay. So I am a dabber, not a shaker. So I will shake and then I'll dab with toilet paper, and it'll be lint on my areas. So can you imagine if I didn't use the extra moist wipes for your booty, I would have lint everywhere. So
that's what they call dingleberries.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say I hate that. So I'm just going to ask you, what are your pet peeves? What do you hate?
I hate to pull out silverware and there's food stuck on it.
Ooh! I wonder who did. You know what though? That's a bad one. That was a bad one. That means people was rushing to do the dishes. I might have been guilty of that.
But even sometimes I think that I washed well and I don't. So I don't want to see it regardless of who it was. Right. Yeah. Because sometimes I'm like, well, how the hell did I miss that? Because that's a pet peeve of mine.
Okay, so good.
I really try to be meticulous about it, but I'm going to blame it on the water in California because I just feel like it doesn't really clean.
Oh, it's weird. It does. When I get out of the shower sometimes I'll go and I'll still feel that little, I'm like, wait, I've been in the shower for too long. Yeah. And I come out and I'm still like that. So yes. Yeah. This is Mo. He's
decided to chew his bone on my lap for some reason. And trying to
steal the show. You know how animals are. They always say don't work with animals and children. But sometimes children are animals. But anyway,
but that's for another show.
That's for another time. Exactly. Miller, our cat, my cat. Him and Garland have a love-hate relationship going on.
We're still working on it.
He was getting used to everything. But now the dog and the cat get along better than the cat with the people, which is kind of weird. Right. But anyway. So that's all I wanted to say for today. I'm glad you tuned into Brown Sugar Heights with Garland and Briscoe, and we'll be back to talk about some more important stuff or just some nonsense. You never know.
Right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.